Hello. I just wanted to give you an update on my Aerogarden, show you how far along it is, and I'm going to show you how to transplant from it. Now, this is the 70-celled growing tray. And all it is it's a piece of styrofoam that's been cut to fit into the bowl of your Aerogarden, and it has all these holes in it, and it comes with these little plugs that just fit right in the holes, and you put the seed in it, and then you put the water in here with the nutrients and everything, and you can grow 70 seedlings. Now this is great for someone like me who has a small garden. I just have my balcony to do my garden on. So I can start a variety of seeds. I've already removed the bok choy and the lettuces here, as you can see. And I've got herbs growing in here. I have flowers, I have peppers, and then lots of tomatoes. And I have, I think, 5 different varieties of tomatoes in here, just because I just wanted to try some regular heirloom tomatoes, Brandywine, and then I wanted to try some new different little specialty tomato plants. These little ones down here hiding underneath. They're a specialty tomato for containers. So I wanted to try those out. Oh, these smell great too. So now these are quite big enough, and my peppers as well. Now what I had done is, because in some of these more than one seed came up, I planted two seeds per cell. So I went through and I clipped off the one of the plants in each cell, so that only one remained. And as you can tell, they've had a little burst of growth here, and so now they're ready to transplant. So all you do is you just take the tray up out of the water, and then you just want to, underneath here, you can see all the roots. And all you want to do is take your finger underneath and poke up in the holes and grab the top of the little grow cell. And as you can see here, there's all these little roots here. Now you don't really want to hurt those too much. Now with tomato plants, the great thing is if even if you did hurt those and cut them off, say you had a pot that was too short to transplant them into, you could just rip off the bottom and you could plant the plant up, and all these little hairs on the stem would grow into roots. So that's the beauty about tomato plants. But what I've done is I've gotten a bunch of these peat moss pots, because it's still just a tad too cold to plant outside yet. And so I just filled them with a typical potting mix. And I'm just taking an old pencil that I had laying around, and I'm just making a hole nice and deep and big enough to put my tomato transplant in. And I want to make sure that the roots are tucked in there. Like I said, it's not that big of a deal, because the stem can grow roots. Now, as you can see, the peat pots aren't very much deeper than the actual growing cell. So when I go to plant this outside in the regular garden, because I'll let these get, probably twice as big as they are now in here, and then it'll probably be time to plant them out. But what I'll do is, when I go to plant this peat moss, the beauty of the peat moss pot is that it's biodegradable. However, I have noticed that the roots have a little bit of a trouble coming through it. So all I'll do is rip off the bottom, just so that the roots can come out a little bit better. And with the tomato plant, since you can plant the stem, I'll plant it deeper and cover the entire pot. The only thing you want to remember is, with plants that you should really plant at ground level, you'll want to probably rip off the rim of these pots. But these are great. I've already put potting mix in it. As you can tell, it's wet because I've soaked them in some water just to get them ready for transplanting. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and continue with this. And as I said before, it's quite simple. You just poke it up from underneath with a finger, grab it at the top, and pull it out. And now this is one of those little specialty ones I was just telling you about. And you can see all the roots just coming all around through it. It really is a good idea. And like I said, with my little tiny garden, I can start off 70 plants indoor well before it's time for them to go outside. And I was hoping that I had timed it right to be able to just plant these directly into my outside containers. However, I had to improvise, and because my timing was a little off. I'm kind of new to the area, so learning everything around here. And there's still a chance of frost, and I just don't want to risk it. So that's why I'm going ahead and planting these up in these peat moss pots. Alright, so I hope this helps, and I hope it inspires you to start a garden on your patio. And when I go to transplant these, I'll probably make another video then and show you what they produce. Alright, well, thanks for watching.